cool that they can fall back on anymore.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Breaks a tackle. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Looks to be right around the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Dobbs being chased out left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. There, 40 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the forward down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Dobbs now on second down. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Dobbs is throwing. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Gordon on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off play action. Mason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, 30, past the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone. But the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chargers getting set to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you give 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. On is the Chargers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now out come the Steelers. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Ohio. 36. 36. Here we go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And an alley to run. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Looking to throw on second down. Mason. That is caught at the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
From the gun on third down, Mason, flush to his right. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw on second down, Mason. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go.
They toss to Freeman. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Back to throw Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. For sack number 9 now on the... The play clock's running down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So that is 2 pick 6s he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick 6s, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
It's caught inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And his kick is good. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Running right, this is Freeman. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio, let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he's got Peak. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Let's go. Flex round.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And now a first down following that long gain. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Here we go.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, it's Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Corey Legion in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Freeman. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Mason. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw. Mason. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the gun on 3rd down. Mason. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Mason. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you have to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot.
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers can now take the lead with the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Second down following the run. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Steelers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Freeman. And he's got some space here. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.